All right. Now, last thing, 7-8. So 7-8 just basically says translating from an algebraic expression to a verbal expression, and then going vice versa, going from a verbal expression to an algebraic expression. Okay? Now, this might be the part that got y'all confused. This was it. This was it. This is the one y'all remember. So, if I ask you to tell me, somebody just read that expression, or yeah, read that expression for me up there. What is that? What? You can say 8 times the number squared, or what else? What's the variable? So what? How else could you say that? Man, speak up. They can't hear you. 8 times x squared. This. That's all it's asking for. 8 times x squared. That makes sense. So all it is that just how you would look at that. Some of it is just however you would look at it normally. Come up with the sentence for that. Okay. So now this looks hard, but I mean, just I want somebody from this side of the room. If I asked you to give me a verbal expression, what would you come up with? And speak again. Speak loud. I want to catch this on the microphone. Okay. So you said y to the fifth power minus 16 times y. Okay, that's a simple, an acceptable answer. On the test, I would take that. All right. Anybody got something different? Sarah, what do you think? Try something different. Hmm? Okay. So you said you would try the same thing. Go ahead, Ken. Is y times 5 same thing as y to the fifth power? No. So now I do know this. On your sheet, you had a list of words that meant addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. All right. So minus was one of those words that meant subtraction. What was another word for subtraction? Difference, less than, decreased by. So you see, you got options. So again, I want you to be creative. Use one of those. What do you think? Go ahead. Use one of them. See what you come up with. Subtract it from 16 times y. So okay, so you are on the right path. Only reason why is when you use, and I was going to get into this a little bit later, and I'll bring it up now. When you look at the word subtracted from and less than, what that tells you to do is you will reverse the order of those positions. Because actually, what's being subtracted? Uh, the 16y is what's being subtracted, correct? So when you say subtracted from, it would actually read, you're right, it would be 16y subtracted from y to the fifth power, or 16 times y subtracted from y to the fifth power, because that's what's actually doing the subtracting. Does that make sense? But I still like but that was actually pretty good. All right. Anybody else got one? Can somebody give me a sentence with that word difference? And the hush came over the room. So what about this? Go ahead. No, please. Mm-hmm. So when you use difference, you don't have to switch the order. No, because different when you say difference, it's already implied it's the first one minus the second one. So you could go ahead. Yeah. So the difference of you're right. Now five y. What do we have up there? Okay, that's all right. And 16y. So it would just read the difference of, or 16 times y. So it would just read the difference of y to the fifth power and 16 times y. Um, I'm going to say yes because I want everything verbalized. And if I'm asking for a verbal expression, I want the words to everything written out. So yeah, I mean, I'm not taking the whole thing wrong, clearly, but I would take a point off it. Okay, so yeah, that was just the difference of y to the fifth power and 16 times y. All right. Now I mean, does that one make sense? That one is going to be one of the harder ones that you see. But I mean, if that one makes sense, then like I said, you guys are pretty much in the game. Yes? Huh? All right. So subtracted from, and then we'll see another example in a little bit. Okay. But subtracted from is going to be one of those that you're going to change the order. But like minus, so you like it would have been y to the fifth power minus 16 times y, or the difference of, like the difference of, you put them first one, second. Okay. So I'm looking at this one. A, B, C, or D. Only had three people answer that. There's seven people in it. That's less than 50%. Y'all think so? Let's see. How you get that? Let's see. C is the answer. Yeah, okay, moving on. That would make sense? Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. What you think? Mm-hmm. I want the answer in three, two, one. So you say B, you say B, you guys said D. It is D. What does product mean? Huh? Product, no. Product means multiplication. Product means multiplication. Sum means what? Add. So, here's the thing. So that list that you saw in your book, and I gave back to you. Um, Look at that list. The good thing about the midterm and the final, I do allow you a 3x5 index card that you can put whatever on front and back. You can put whatever on it. You might want to put some of these words on there, so you know. All right. And hey, matter of fact, while we're going through this, have that list out and handy and be able to look at it. All right. Good. So yeah. So this is just a few of them on that list. So addition again, more than, some, plus, increased by, added to. Okay. Subtraction, we're gonna see less than, subtracted from, difference, decreased by, minus, what you guys told me earlier. Multiplication, that's product of, multiplied by, times, the word of, and that's something we're also going to talk about. And then division is real simple. Either it's going to be quotient of or divided by. Those are the only things that are going to have division in it. Yes, ma'am. For which one? No, because we had the difference of. So and is not a what's the word? And is not an operation. And is just saying what terms are going together. So when I say the product of 8 and x, I know I'm multiplying 8 times x. If right. So the product is the word I'm looking for. And is just telling you what is coming together. Okay? In whatever operation. Okay? So like when I say the quotient of 8 and x, what does quotient mean? Division. So that would be 8 divided by x. Okay? You got it? So, and again, because I'm recording this, this will be on this list. Again, it's in your book, but it'll also be here on the video. So you guys will have it. So now let's go the other way. So now I'm giving you the verbal expression. Now let's go from the verbal expression to the algebraic. So now that's when I want you to write out that expression of whatever that will look like. So I want you to write an algebraic expression for 5 less than a number c. 5 less than a number c. And then again, 5 less than a number c. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
A number, so it's just supposed to be
no. C is the number.
Okay.
But yeah, when it says a number, C is just basically saying it's up there. Okay. All right. So some people said 5 minus C. Some people said C minus 5. Your answer, ladies and gentlemen, C minus 5. Less than is that other one, just like subtract from. If I'm saying 5 less than a number C, what's actually being subtracted? The 5 is what's being subtracted. Because if I'm saying 5 less than something, that's what the 5 is what's being subtracted. So just like you were saying earlier, subtracted from, less than is acts that same way. So like I said, a number C less 5, it would actually end up being C minus 5. Okay? So does that make sense? So if you see less than, that's that other one that I want you to know is going to flip. Okay? Let's see. All right. Now, write an algebraic expression for 9 plus the product of 2 and D. 9 plus the product of 2 and D. Got two things going on. Nine plus the product of 2 and D, which simply becomes 9 plus 2D. Because remember, the product between a number and a variable is just that number next to the variable. So the product of 2 and D is simply 2D. All right? Make a little bit of sense? Oh, now here's another good one. Write an algebraic expression for 2/5 of the area A. The area A is just making it a variable. So don't let that word area throw you off. The area A, that's just saying A is the variable. That's it. So 2/5 of. Here's the key word. Of. 2/5. No, this is the help. What is that? What is it? What? Nope. No. I mean, it's not wrong if you have it. Yep. That's simple. 2/5 with an A next to it, or you can put the 2 at the top. We'll get it there. Huh? Not at the bottom. Oh no, not at the bottom. At the bottom, that's a whole different problem. If you want to put the A at the top or bottom, it needs to go at the top. Okay? You okay? You just happy to get that little bit. All right. It's confusing?
This was confusing.
And I understand why. It's a lot of words, it's a lot of verbiage. That's why I said, at least you tried it. But you're right. That's why I say don't do the certified, but let me go over it, folks. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. All right, here we go. So here's one real simple. You ain't gotta write this one down, huh? Don't write it down. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Ooh, I'll give you a little bit more time for that one. Hold on, just the letter. Write the letter down on your paper real quick. Okay. Okay. What's your answer? Make a decision. Like that. You don't make an answer in 3 seconds or fail. Right now. Here we go. 3, 2. What's one down? 1. All right. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
The answer. Wait, oh, me going back. That's what. No, wait, hold on. Too much. I did too much. There we go. Answer is A. Because so the difference means what?
Subtract.
So I know I'm looking for subtraction in there somewhere. So I know what C is already out the door. All right. So I'm looking for the difference of 6 and 4 times the number X. So even if I don't know what that looks like, I gotta look at what? Something that has what? 4 times. Basically, I gotta look for something that has 4X. Because 4 times the number X, I'm looking for 4X. Well, this one ain't, D doesn't have 4X. B doesn't have 4X. And I know we already said C can't be it because C is addition and not subtraction. So what's my only viable option? A. Make sense? And I do believe